We think that you're an intentional cheat. You can't accidentally rack up that many violations.
Well, that's what the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission has to say about drivers and companies who use the Turnpike without paying tolls. The Turnpike put out a list of the companies it says are the top Turnpike toll violators.
So we went to go find them, and Fox 43 finds out if those companies are paying up. Jackie DeTore here now with the very latest. Jackie?
Ellie and Evan, that list had 24 companies from 7 different states that owed the Turnpike more than $1 million. So we contacted all of the companies on that list to ask why they weren't paying. One of the companies even said we were the first news station to contact them about that list. Now, Fox 43 finds out if the Turnpike is getting its money back.
Thousands of drivers take the Pennsylvania Turnpike every day. According to the Turnpike Commission spokesman, Carl DeFebo, most of those drivers pay a toll, but not everyone follows the rules.
Yes, we understand tolls are going up. That's not a reason to cheat on your tolls.
Back in October, the Turnpike released this list, 24 companies that the Turnpike says has failed to pay some pretty hefty fines and hundreds of violations.
We think that you're an intentional cheat. You can't accidentally rack up that many violations.
Since the list has been public for a few months, Fox 43 followed up to see if these companies on the top violators list have paid up. We contacted all 24 companies. Most didn't return our phone calls, so we traveled to New Jersey to talk in person with a few of the companies. The top violator was listed as Green Coast Logistics out of South Plainfield, New Jersey. According to the Turnpike Commission, that company had more than 7,500 violations and owed more than $700,000. So we asked if that number seemed accurate.
We just wanted to show you these numbers.
Oh yeah, that's already been taken care of. So you can contact our attorneys in regards to that. We're already in settlement. We're already paying on it. So.
The employee referred me to the company's lawyer, who eventually told us that Green Coast Logistics and the Pennsylvania Turnpike reached a settlement back in December after that list was released. Neither the Turnpike or the lawyer would tell us how much that settlement was for. We also stopped by Southson Dedicated, which was number 4 on the list. The Turnpike Commission said this company based in Newark, New Jersey, has more than 214 violations and owed more than $50,000.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
No one on site would talk to us. Eventually, we did get in contact with Southson's legal consultant. He told Fox 43 his records did not indicate the company owed anywhere near $56,000. Then he sent us this. It's a long list of E-ZPass bills for Southson drivers, including several letters from the E-ZPass Violation Center in Harrisburg saying that Southson was not responsible for some of its billed violations. So after we called Southson called the Turnpike Commission. We're now told the trucking company and the Turnpike are working on a settlement. Again, neither party would tell us how much that settlement is for. As for the other 22 companies on the list, the Turnpike would only tell us this.
The discussions are ongoing. With many of them, I don't know at this point that all of them have been successfully contacted. We have referred many of those cases to outside counsel.
That's why the Turnpike pushed for new legislation to go after toll cheats. And a law was passed last year, shortly after that top 24 list was released. Before that, DeFebo says driving through the E-ZPass lane without an E-ZPass wasn't even illegal.
It was never against the law to drive through the toll plaza without paying your toll.
That new law goes into effect on August 4th, and it allows the Turnpike to put a lien against the registration of a vehicle that either has 6 toll violations or owes the Turnpike more than $500. That all means the driver will not be able to re-register or sell that vehicle without paying the bill. The law also allows the Turnpike Commission to work with other states to go after drivers outside of Pennsylvania too, but only if the other states agree.
But it would also allow New Jersey to pursue violators from Pennsylvania who owe the New Jersey Turnpike Authority.
And vice versa. Until then, it makes it very difficult for the Turnpike Commission to get that money back. In total, DeFebo says the Turnpike lost $5.4 million in unpaid tolls in 2015. While that may seem like a large amount of money, it's about 0.5% of the Turnpike's yearly revenue. DeFebo thinks with the ability to start punishing drivers, that $5.4 million will decrease.
I don't think the tolls will increase simply because of toll cheats.
Now, we also reached out to some neighboring states to see if they would enter a reciprocal agreement with the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission to go out of state and get those out of state drivers. The only one state that confirmed it would be interested was Virginia. The PA Turnpike spokesperson says there are talks with other states, but right now there's a slim chance any agreement will be made by the time that new law goes into effect on August 4th. Again, that means some of the remaining companies on that top violators list that are from out of state may not face any criminal charges or even be forced to pay unless the state from that company agrees to work with the PA Turnpike to track down that cash. Until then, the Turnpike is still out of the money. Now, if you have a story you want me to look into for a weekly Fox 43 Finds Out segment, send me a message on Facebook or shoot me an email at fox43findsout@fox43.com.